Hi there, it's Susan Winter for SusanWinter.net. Welcome back to my channel, those of you who are part of my YouTube family and subscribers. If you're new, I do sincerely hope that you enjoy the information that I'm about to share with you. So I have a thing where people write me for the viewer request for videos, and this is about no contact with an ex. Now, a lot of people write me and ask me, what's my ruling? You might notice you've never heard me give you a hard and fast rule over no contact. There's only one rule I have with no contact, for sure. If you have been physically abused, emotionally abused, there is no contact. Just no contact. No reason for a contact, done, over, get away, that's it. For the rest of you, if you were cookie cutter people, I could give you a cookie cutter answers, but you're not. You wouldn't be listening to this channel if you were. I don't give cookie cutter information. So I look at my audience particularly as being highly evolved, very psychologically and spiritually aware. So when all of you ask me a question, I need to take all of that into account. Here's something I got from Alex asking about no contact. So here's how I would play this one out, okay? Alex writes, do you advocate the no contact rule for getting an ex back? Should the dumpee ever contact the dumper? They say that distance makes the heart grow fonder, but I'm afraid it'll have the opposite effect. I was dumped 3 weeks ago. I love her and still see a future with her. I've been no contact since. If she doesn't contact me within a few months, I may cave and ask her to meet up. Mistake? Okay, so in this case, Alex, I'd really rather work with you one-on-one because there are a couple questions in here. I might play it differently than you'd expect, but from reading this, here's what I'd say. The dumpee to contact the dumper, weak move. Always will be, unless you did something wrong. You're going back to somebody that dumped you? Why? And what was the reason? Did you have a chance to argue your side of it? If you weren't given closure, why would you want to be with this person? Now, I'm going to break this down every step of the way because I get this every day, you guys. I get people calling me every single day, asking me every single little bits and pieces. So let me separate myth from fact. Okay, should the dumpee ever contact the dumper? No, and why? Bite the bullet, move on. If they want to contact you, believe me, they know how to get a hold of you. They got a hold of you the first time, then they dumped you. Was you going back for more abuse? Generally speaking, absolutely not. If there are extenuating circumstances that I can't see, we really have to talk about it, okay? Number 2, they say that distance makes the heart grow fonder, but I'm afraid it'll have the opposite effect. Distance makes the heart grow fonder when you're already in a relationship that's working and you happen to go out of town, that something has happened. Distance doesn't make the heart grow fonder when they've dumped you. When they've dumped you, they're done. I'm so sorry, I don't mean to be so blunt, but sometimes you all just have to see it for how it is. I feel like I'm telling you there's no Santa Claus, and I'm so sorry to do it, but sometimes you can't grow and go to the next phase until you are done with this phase, and I can't tell you how many people I am working with continually, day after day after day, and they keep looking for another door. They don't like the answer that it's over, and that's the answer. And I keep saying, they're done with you. She's done with you. He is done. You didn't have a relationship with him. He had a little sex with you. He's gone. You're chasing a phantom. Why are you doing it? But hope can make us crazy. I love hope, but hope is misapplied in this situation. So it does not make the heart grow fonder when they're done with you because their heart is not fond. So sorry, forgive me, I'm so sorry, but I gotta tell you the way it is. Okay, you were dumped 3 weeks ago. I love her, that I doubt. I don't think you had enough time. I think you were caught up in the honeymoon phase. Okay, you had no contact since. Good for you. Tremendous self-discipline, Alexander, and I know it's hard, but we want the inside to be the same as the outside. There is no effect that you can create on the outside but not contacting them if on the inside you're going, doesn't work. Your outer action must be consistent with your inner energy. And that's a whole nother discussion. I'll get into that later, but just trust me. If you're inside going like this, checking your phone every day, you're no contact. Yes, it's the right move. We got to get you inside to not have contact. Okay, inside. And the last question, if she doesn't contact me within a few months, I may cave in and ask her to meet up. Mistake, yes, yes. Here is what has to happen. How they knew you has to die, totally and completely. They didn't want what they saw. You need to close that down. You shut that down. And I know every part of you is fighting, going, oh, no, 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 but that's the last remnant thread that I have of a connection. That's not the connection you want to have. Clear your energy field. Move forward as an inner directive, as an inner desire. They have a greater chance of showing up in your future. They're not coming back to your past. Think about that clearly. That is the strongest directive and motivation I can give you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Alex. I didn't mean to beat you up. I'm trying to help you. Thank you, everyone. Believe me, I identify with this. We can all get stuck in a loop, sometimes years at a time. But if we understand how to work our way out of it, if we can mentally shift our perspective, it is so much easier to move forward. And then the same person that dumped you may just be standing in the middle of the road of your future. But you will be a different person. And that's the real point of all this. Thank you, everyone. Susan Winter for SusanWinter.net. You want a consultation? Check out my consultation page by the minute, by the hour, by the day. And you can catch me at The Susan Winter Show on iTunes or iHeartRadio. Thanks a lot.